welcome. This is an introductory video and a potential for a Q&A should anyone be interested. I have my notes down here, so if I'm looking down, please excuse me, I'm reading. My name is Chris. I am an artist, designer and tattoo apprentice. I'm South African. I live in Johannesburg at the moment. I wanted to take the opportunity to move a bunch of my followers over from Instagram and from TikTok and start something here on YouTube as well. Cross-referencing, as they say. So to begin with, I'm going to introduce myself and my ideas about who I am, and then I'm going to let you guys know what I think this channel is going to be about. And you can let me know what you think in the comments down below. A little bit about me. I'm in my mid-20s, obsessed with horror. I always get asked what my favorite horror movie is. I can't label just one, I'll have to give you three. My favorite would have to be the Alien franchise. I can't choose one, don't ask me. My next would probably be The Conjuring because it is an absolute banger and a classic. And my third would be Hereditary, only because it was fabulous and phenomenal, but I will never watch it again. I will not be able to watch it again. If you haven't seen it, think twice before watching it. I consider myself to be an artist first and foremost. I really enjoy the horror genre, and my mediums are mainly fine line illustration and watercolor. I have been a practicing artist for commission for about 5 years. I've been offering custom paintings, illustrations and prints for a few years, but I've only been offering custom tattoo designs for a few months. I studied fine arts at Wits and absolutely adored the degree. I had always had this feeling that I wanted my self-expression, my artistry to be experiential. I wanted it to travel with people. I wanted it to be a talking point. I wanted people to have the opportunity to say something about themselves through my artworks. And so for a long time I thought that meant clothing. I thought, I want to design t-shirts, I want to start a t-shirt business. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to design prints and I'm going to print fabric. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to be a fashion designer. And eventually we landed on fine artist. And only through the art program at Wits and through lots and lots of trial and error did I reach the tattoo industry. I always wanted to be a tattoo artist. I truly did not believe that I had what it takes. I kind of looked at my favorite things, I looked at my genre and my experiences, the way that I make art, and I was like, well, no one wants those tattooed on themselves. And I'm very glad that I have been proven wrong. For those of you who might not know what I'm talking about when I refer to you might not want those tattooed on yourselves, as I've mentioned, my niche genre is definitely horror. I really like the monsters and aliens, the spookies, the nasties, the creepy dudes. That's my whole vibe, and so I've been really hoping that through my presence on social media and through my apprenticeship that I can gather a little army of South African people who are also really interested in the spookies and the nasties and the yuckies. One of the things that I have found to be very successful on my established platforms is body modification education. One of the things that has been really well engaged with and that people seem to find valuable is when I have discussed the laws surrounding consent to be tattooed and pierced in South Africa, when I have discussed how to make bookings, how to think about making bookings, and when I have tried to educate people on how to care for their body modification. And so what I'm hoping to do is to expand on those concepts on this channel, to create a space, a South African space that is unique and curated to South Africans, with products that are available in South Africa, with references for artists that are in South Africa, where I can help educate you guys and hopefully create a small little pocket of people who are getting body modification, who are well informed, and also of artists who know what their clients are going to be expecting, and for potential artists who are looking to get into the industry, that I can help with relevant information for South Africa, help guide them to be ethical, resourceful artists. And lastly, I would like to talk about what I'm really excited about in terms of body modification and some of my motivations for being in the industry. For me, something that is incredibly powerful is body affirmation, whether that be reclaiming parts of the body that have been scarred or burnt or disfigured in some way, tattooing or modifying that body part to give it back to the person, to allow the client to reclaim their beauty or their sense of self in that body part, is incredibly powerful, and it's something I'm so grateful to be a part of. Closely linked to that is gender affirmation, being able to transform people's bodies so that it feels that their body finally represents their gender, is incredible and powerful, and again, I'm so privileged to be a part of that experience for those people. In terms of my personal practice, I am just getting started. I'm not very skilled, but I have had access to so much information, and something that I have been really passionate about is sharing that information, is giving it out to people who need it, educating people so that they can make really well-informed decisions about their body modification, and I think that the more information people have, the better. I hope that you have found something of value, something of interest here. I hope that you have been able to relate to something I've said. If you follow me on any other platforms, please give me a follow here. If you don't, and this is the first time you're seeing me, I suggest you find all of my links down below. And I'll see you guys around for my next video. As will be the routine, I will encourage you to please ask questions down below, and I will do my best to answer them for you. Goodbye for now.